Okay.
Jump scared myself.
That's okay. All right, we are live. Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi everyone. Okay, we're gonna keep it in. So you can sit on the bed properly. You don't have to climb up there. Like, okay. So we have. All right. So everyone ready? Okay, we're good.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So am I officiating this, or are we getting Jamie to do it? I guess I'm.
Either way.
Okay, me. Okay. So hi everyone. Welcome to the official Amalgamate. Sort of. I guess you can say it's a panel. We're not officially like hosting it on a stage at Momocon. We're in a hotel room, as you can see. But we are. We're gonna run it in the same way a panel would, because for the first time we're all in kind of one place, so it's really great. Also, wow, okay, right, all right. So we have Jamie here, that's the author of Amalgamate.
Hi, sorry, I'm being a mess.
She's being shy and awkward, and you know her from this channel, but yeah. We have Fire Art, who is the narrator of Amalgamate.
I can't mirror anything. I'm like, wait, I'm so used to like TikTok videos where it's like inverted. Oh. Now I don't know how to do directionals.
Okay, so that's Fire Art. That's Fire Art. She's the narrator. And that's there's me, who's the voice of Himiko and Kokichi for the Amalgamate Audio Project. Okay? And we have the grand finale. We have Kokichi Ouma VA for Amalgamate.
Ultimate Supreme Leader.
Okay, wait.
Ultimate Supreme Leader.
Hey! Okay, so we are going to do this kind of like a panel. So I'm gonna, I guess, since I'm officiating this, apparently, I guess
you're actually good at this.
It's my job. Okay, so apparently I'm doing this. So we're gonna spend the first maybe like 20 minutes or so talking a little bit about Amalgamate in general. Also, if you guys came from the post episode, like we just streamed the Amalgamate audio series, like the 4th episode. If you guys came from that, welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. That took over 10 months to put together. It was crazy. So yeah, welcome from that. If you're just joining us right now from any of the other announcements, you saw this happening and you clicked the link, welcome as well. Jamie did a lot to promote this. Also, we met some of you at the convention. Yeah, we met a few. Yeah.
I had I'm trying to think. Saturday I had like 3 different encounters with Amalgamate fans because I was easy to spot because I was in my mango cosplay.
Yeah, she was.
So yeah, I was like, I literally had like things like lit up. So I had a few Amalgamate fans like ran up to me. One of them was kind of funny that they were cosplaying Hiyoko. So there's like a Hiyoko like running towards me, and I'm like standing there like, why would a Hiyoko be running towards a mango? And then they were like, are you the author of Amalgamate? And I was like, ah. So and then I met another Amalgamate fan earlier today. They were at your show.
Oh, I had a little. Wait, they were there?
Yeah, I was hoping to introduce the two of you, but I think they had to leave right away. Yeah, so it was just so cool. So yeah, like if anyone happens to be in the chat right now who I met at the show, hi. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
We actually met the Hiyoko cosplayer too. We didn't know you were an Amalgamate fan. So if you're watching, it was really good to run into you. We didn't realize that you were a fan of the series. So it's really great. I still have the picture we took. So yeah, it's great. Yeah. So speaking of Amalgamate in general and like the fans, this grew really, really fast. So like, Jamie, especially for you, because you started this fanfic in 2022, and in just like 3 or 4 chapters, it just blew up into like several. I don't know like how many hundreds of people started reading it. Yeah. So like, can you tell us like kind of like the whole process, like what like got you started, and then like what how do you feel when like it started blowing up? Like, do you expect that at all? Like, how do you feel?
So, actually, I wonder if I've ever been told this story. well, just like to start with, sorry, I know I bounce around a lot with topics. I'm all over the place. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was like surreal because like I posted the first chapter of Amalgamate on AO3, and I don't know how many people know this, but like I used to write on AO3 a zillion years ago because I am elderly. I'm a senior citizen.
We talked about it. Stop
They get mad when I do that.
No, she's not that old, okay? She's not that old.
She's a 30-year-old boomer.
30-year-old is not old.
The world's youngest boomer.
The world's young. She's in the millennial generation, okay?
Yeah.
And she's not that old. I will insist on that.
But the thing is, like, I used to post on AO3 like so long ago, and then I disappeared for like 8 years. Like literally, it was like 8 years. And so like
That's
me
longer
writing,
than I've been on the internet.
yeah, like it was like this huge gap of time. So it was like I wrote the first chapter of Amalgamate. Like it was like such a strange thing to do because it's like I hadn't written fan fiction in so long. Like it wasn't like a thing I did anymore. But like I had so much to say about like V3 and Kokichi, and I was like, well, it's got to go somewhere. Because actually at the time, like I was actually writing a video essay. That was like the plan. I was like, I want to write a whole video essay, just venting about like a lot of it came from like there was like a lot of negativity about Kokichi online, and I had a lot to say about that. But I don't know, at a certain point I was like, wouldn't it be more interesting if instead of doing this as a video essay, like we like actually explored these concepts like in the plot? But even then, like I was taking it super seriously, but I wasn't taking the whole like, oh, it's online thing seriously, because I was like, I'll post the first chapter, no one's gonna read it. I haven't posted on like I didn't even know how like the whole like everything looked different. So I pretty much like hit post and then like walked away and forgot that I did anything. I was just like, okay, anyway, out of sight, out of mind. And then yeah, like I came back later and there was already like a bunch of comments. I was like, wait, people are reading it?
Immediately famous.
Yeah, and like it would have been so long since like any of that in my life that I just started replying to everyone. I was like, hi. Yeah, when I say like I don't know if I told the story before. As far as like when I realized like Amalgamate was like exploding beyond just me posting chapters, it's like first I had heard that the fic got mentioned in a podcast, which I later learned was actually you two talking about it.
Oh.
Like us?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what did we say?
I think like at the time like only like 2 chapters were out. I'm not even sure that both of you had even read both chapters at that point. And it was just a casual thing of like, hey, there was like this fic that I was reading. Hey, have you been reading it? Like, it was just like this really minor thing, but someone told me about it. They're like, hey, you're like writing some fic, and someone else mentioned it, and I was like, okay. So it's all kind of a weird like coincidence.
Was it that one like Danganronpa like live stream I did back in 20?
Maybe.
Probably.
Like, I did that one like, oh hi, I've been into the fandom for like a year. Let's do a celebration stream. I don't know. Like I remember I briefly was like, I don't know, like we did like a stream like around Danganronpa's 11th anniversary, like in November.
So.
That might have been it. Like,
Yeah, that actually had to have been it because I know for a fact it was November. The reason being that it was like a few weeks later. I was actually at Thanksgiving, like here in the U.S. Like for those who don't know, like Melody and Fire actually came here from other countries. They flew in from Singapore and Germany. So yeah, I was at Thanksgiving and I was like miserable. I'm gonna be real. I was like sitting there like drinking a bottle of wine like in a corner by myself. It was like just sad girl times. And all of a sudden like I get like a message just being like, hey, you don't like know me, but like we wanted to like adapt your fic into like an audio book kind of thing. And I was like, huh? like sort of just like drunkenly like, what? So I know it was November because that's when Thanksgiving is. It's like November 25th or something. So that had to have been the live stream where you both were talking about the fic, and then it was like a few weeks later that you reached out, and it was like all a weird coincidence. But yeah, I just remember like I was like shocked, but like in a good way. Like I actually I remember going over to my mom and I like had my phone out and I was like, some strange stuff going on here. My life just got weird.
Your life got weird.
But in a good way.
Yeah, I remember. Actually, it was my idea to adapt the fic because I think this was it was around like chapter 5, I think, when the fic dropped, and I was reading it in the living room, and I was getting really, really emotional. And there was like a scene. I won't spoil it because like I'm pretty sure most people are already way past chapter 5. But like as much as possible, I'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum. But there was this one scene at the end of chapter 5 where it got really crazy, and Jamie knows what I'm talking about because like that was evil. That was so mean.
Because that laugh sounded way more evil in response to that than it should have. That was evil. I was like,
Yeah, that was really that was really evil. That was really evil. But before that, there was also a scene that almost made me cry. And like that the way that chapter ended, it was like first I was gonna cry, and then I was gonna be like, wait, what's going on? Like I was saying, like all like just a lot was going on. And I remember, I was sitting on the sofa reading, and I was hugging a brand new Kokichi plushie I got by that point. I got to the floor. I went onto the floor. I went onto my knees actually onto the floor to scream into the sofa. And my mom, she came out. She caught me like this. She's like, what are you doing? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Nothing happened. It's okay. And I texted Fire later that day. I was like, look, this needs to be like a movie or something. Like, can we do something about it? Like, we need to make it into a thing. Like, I have an idea. Like, I don't know if we could because it's really long. And I don't know if you'd be up for that because it would be a lot of dedication. And she just went, yeah, let's do it. I was like, okay, well, I guess we're doing it.
I mean, I was really into Amalgamate at that point. I had already, I think, drawn the fan art.
Oh, yeah, you did the chapter 4 fan
and
art.
sent that in. I was like really into the story. It was so good. I was like, oh yeah, let's adapt that. Let's make it all series. I'm up for doing that.
That's when I knew things were getting really, really real. Was like when fan art started coming. I was like, oh my
when
god.
people start making art of your thing, you know, like, oh shoot, they're actually loving the thing I'm making.
Couldn't believe it. Ugh.
So like speaking on the process of everything, like the next step was like finding voice actors, and that's when Ivan came in.
Yes.
So we promoted this project everywhere when we got like the casting call out, and like I know Ivan found it from a Discord server because I was promoting it everywhere. So like, what was your first impression? Why did you decide to audition for Amalgamate? Because here's a fun fact: he auditioned when he wasn't even near chapter 5 of the game yet.
Yeah.
So like, why?
I accidentally got some spoilers. I remember.
Yeah, you got some spoilers. Yeah. Why did you audition?
Well, the thing is that I didn't believe the spoilers at the time. I was like,
Yeah.
no way. But then it happened, and I'm like, oh, all right.
You told us like Kaito and Kokichi like work together. Nah, that's a lie.
Well, yeah, because I've been around the block when it comes to AO3, so I thought it was just like random fanfic bullshit. Which is perfectly fine.
Got my Junko fan.
Which is perfectly fine, but like, you know, and then I played, and then I'm like, oh. The reason why I picked this, I don't know, I just felt like it. When I first did a Kokichi impression, you can find it if you go on my Cast and Call Club if you want. I mean, it's linked in my videos. You can find it. It's awful.
He said Kokichi Ouma.
Kokichi Ouma. That's what I said.
He said Kokichi Ouma.
Yeah. And I stopped doing that, but then I just kind of wung it. I was just winging it, and I don't know. I managed to get the part. The thing, though, at first I thought I got Monokuma. I came into the chat. I put in a funny gif of Monokuma dancing, and then one of these three was like, oh, yeah, but you're also Kokichi. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah, you're Kokichi.
I am. I certainly am.
Okay, your cosplay. Look at that.
Yeah.
Tallest Kokichi.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5'9".
Oh my gosh.
At least I am the right height for
Yeah.
Himiko. Like, look at me. I'm just like a
You're
right
already
height.
Himiko-sized.
I am Himiko size.
And a fun fact about me voicing Himiko, because like the thing is, I was doing her voice for months by that point, and I forgot that I could do it. So I was like, we were writing the audition script, and I was like, I want to do something for the project. I mean, I did like propose the idea, so I want to be in it somehow. Like, but I can't draw, and I'm not narrating like that Fire is. So I was like, I could do Samugi maybe. Like we were almost on the verge of letting me just do Samugi, which would have just been a voice that sounded like this, by the way. But like, and then at last week I was like, wait a minute, I have a Himiko impression. Why don't I just do that? And Fire was like, oh yeah, right. I was like, yeah, why did we all forget about that? That was funny. So we ended up making it so we could split everything evenly. And the casting call was unbelievably successful. We got like 15, 20 auditions in like 2 weeks. That was a lot of people.
Well, and that was the other thing too. So at the time, like all those auditions were coming in, and like you wanted to share some of them with me because there were so many and it was so exciting. And at the time, I was actually working in the artist alley at C2E2 in Chicago, which is like the third largest Comic-Con in like the US or something. And so like I wanted to hear the auditions so bad. Like I know it's like unprofessional, but it was like anytime like people weren't at my table for a second, I had like one earbud in. I'm like listening to the auditions, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Secrets.
And then like someone would come to my table, I'd be like, what? You didn't see anything? What? What's going on? I'm not listening to anything I'm not supposed to. It was so exciting. There were so many good auditions.
That's true.
So I guess the last thing I'm gonna touch on is just Fire. I want to talk a little bit to you about the process, because you're the one doing all the editing and narrating and all that. Like, I don't know, like, what's it like? I mean, I know what it's like, but tell the audience what it's like and what keeps you going, because we've been doing this for 2 years now, and each episode, I'm gonna just tell you guys right now, we place every single line one at a time after each other. We place them all like, just we don't like slap a bunch of them together. We just like put one after the other. And as you can tell, like the episodes are like hours, over an hour long. So we got like place every 5-second clip over and over, like just over each other. It takes months, almost a year even. Yeah, like so I was just gonna ask Fire, who's actually doing the placing, like how does that feel? How does that work? Why do you even still want to do this? It's been so long. Yeah.
I mean, I just really like what we're making here. Like the end product, it's like, whoa, this is something special that we're creating. And I think that's what keeps me going. It's like, this is just like such a big project and it's so close to my heart. So I really want to just keep going and do more and just hopefully finish it at one point.
You do the art too. Like, is that hard? Like, how do you come up with each art piece?
The art pieces take so long, especially like the latest one, like for chapter 4, episode 4, whatever we call it. It took so long because there were so many characters now, and it's like you have to see how can you place them that like everyone is in view, but it still makes sense. Drawing the trial podiums took a while. But I like how they turn out. The artworks, it's like, oh, nice, I'm making something, I'm getting better at it, and I think that's also nice thing to see the improvement. Like even going to like episode 1 and seeing how I drew humans, and now going to like episode 4 and be like, oh, those look better.
Your art's always been amazing though. But yeah, like actually during the live stream just now, like I like turned to Ivan and was just like Fire's like art here is like amazing. Like are you seeing this thumbnail? Like it's so good.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Buff Monokuma thumbnail from episode 3. Everyone had a big reaction to that one.
Buff Monokuma. In the thumbnails, I always want something in it that's like from the actual like chapter, like the title, and like for The Shrine of Judgment.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I draw from the Shrine of Judgment in the thumbnail? That's not spoilery or anything. Buff Monokuma.
Yes.
Here we go.
I
So
got a
good.
comment on that one. They're like, why does Monokuma look a bit thick though? Look a bit thick
What the
though.
hell?
You know, I got a comment like that. Like, if you're the commenter, hello. We got a comment, and Fire was like, I saw it. I was like, oh dang. And then Fire saw it, and she just burst out laughing in the middle of a VC. I was like, what? It's just like the comment. I was like, oh right, that we got that. Yeah. One last question before we open up the floor. By the way, if you guys have any questions, please send them into the chat now.
I've been looking at it. Like I keep like leaning forward and like just kind of seeing what people are saying.
Yeah.
So
You got any questions yet?
yeah, if you have any questions, like feel free to ask.
You can ask more than one. It's okay. This is not like I mean, we try to make it like a Momocon panel, but we are not constrained by the con schedule.
Yeah,
so like
sure.
ask whatever you want at any time, as many as you want. And while you do that, I will ask Jimmy one last question. So now that we are the story, the fic is nearing its end. So what's the future of Amalgamate? Like, how is it gonna? What can we expect from here on out?
Yeah. So, well, first of all, sorry to everyone about that chapter 21 thing that I did. Like, I truly cannot exaggerate how bad I felt about it. Like, I was like literally on the Discord server being like, "Is everyone gonna be mad at me?"
She told me like everyone's gonna hate me.
That's
Yeah.
not true. I mean, you wrote a whole one shot.
That's why
Just
I did it.
like
I was like, so they
announcement.
can't be mad at me, right?
Like, no one's gonna be mad, right, guys?
No, you're not mad at her, right? Please say in the chat. Tell her in the chat if you're not mad. Please tell her.
But yeah, like there will be a real chapter 21, of course. And I know for a while there I was like waffling on whether there'd be just one more chapter of Amalgamate or whether there'd be two. But as I've been working on chapter 21, I've definitely been realizing like I don't think I can actually touch on everything I wanted to get to. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be 22 chapters in total, which is great because that means more chapters coming.
More Amalgamate.
Hey, more shit.
More shit.
But luckily, like things are like getting better for the cast. So like,
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. They're finally getting. They're gonna get the candy you promised, like the cake,
Yeah,
the
some
candy,
fluff is coming.
the ice
like,
cream. Did you get
Yeah.
the ice cream?
We're gonna make sure like these kids are gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna make sure of it. So yeah, I mean, chapter 21 is definitely gonna have like a lot of angst still, but like it's gonna like get better as it goes. The chapter 22, like I'm hoping is like genuinely like a lot of positivity. Like I want the fic to end on a nice note. But yeah, I did the one shot like just now, the Shuichi one. And I wouldn't mind like doing more stuff like that, like just occasionally writing like side stories and stuff. So like even like after Amalgamate ends, like I can still occasionally put out like just like little one shots and things. So
Just do the thing you did with Shuichi, but like more.
yeah.
Yeah, not other different
Yeah, so
perspectives.
it's like like Amalgamate's coming to a close, but like the
Maki. But sorry,
I actually do love already.
I'm a big Maki fan. Okay.
But like we still have so much of the audio project left, and then
We do.
and
It won't be done for the next like 5 years.
Yeah. It's gonna take
Yeah.
a while.
So it's like I feel like that eases the sting a little of
Yeah.
like, oh, like the fic is like coming to a close, but like, what is it though? Like Amalgamate as a thing is still happening. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if anyone wants to use any of the audios from the audio project for TikToks, for edits, for animations, do it, please. We're very honored every time someone comes to us and like,
Yeah.
can we animate this? I'm like, yes,
Always
you
make
can.
us so happy.
Yeah, please, because we work so hard on it. It's like if you guys do something with it, like it just feels like it's worth it. Like it's great. Yeah. All right. So now I think that's all the questions that I think that would be relevant for now. We can open it up to the chat. Does anyone have any
Let me
questions or
scroll up
comments? If you don't want to put it in the chat, you can also put it in the Amalgamate Discord server.
I'm just gonna scroll up and see if I missed any questions.
Yeah.
The wig jiggle. Sorry, I just saw that.
Which wig? That one?
I've been fidgeting with mine a lot, so
Okay. Well,
probably
mine
be.
is a little bit too.
So I hope this is the first one that if I missed one, definitely someone please.
Just send it again.
Yeah, send it again.
We don't mind. Just go ahead.
But Sideblog asks, let's see. Oh wait, no, sorry, that one's. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Ugh.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. Yeah, Wither says or asks, what's been the hardest part of maintaining the audio project? That's actually a really good question.
I think for me anyway, like the hardest thing is, I guess it's gonna sound really bad, but like the thing is, I love Amalgamate and I'm always going to be into it. But of course, I am also a person who has many interests. So sometimes I get distracted and then I play this video game and I'm like, oh my gosh, look, Persona 5 is cool. And I played it for 5 months and I'm just like, oh wait, shit, I'm supposed to be editing the audio project, right? I'm distracted. Yeah. Whoopsies. It's okay. I never stop.
That's totally adorable.
I never stop I never stop loving Amalgamate or wanting to work on it, but I get so distracted by other interests that sometimes I actually and it sounds really embarrassing, but Jamie's right here, but sometimes I forget that I'm supposed to be doing the audio project because I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at this Your Turn to Die game. It's great, right? Oh wait, Kokichi needs to be saved.
Yes.
While you're playing other games, Kokichi is dying over
I'm
here.
sorry, Kokichi. I'm sorry.
Strike 9 points.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Dying
so
slowly.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Kokichi. Please forgive me. Can you forgive me?
Sure.
Is that a lie? Is that a lie? Is that a lie?
If you want it to be a lie.
Okay, I'll fire over you. What's the hardest part of maintaining the project?
Yeah, getting out distractions.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the things. I keep working on it, but then I'm just like, well, there's other things that I also want to work on, and there's these games, and there's
It's always the games.
there's friends and all this other work, and it's that's the hardest part. I'm just keeping going. Else, it's still really fun, and I like doing it, but sometimes one gets distracted for sure. And
I guess it doesn't help. It doesn't help that it takes months to do.
Yeah,
you obviously still have a life after apart from that, and
As you should.
Yeah,
And we both still have our YouTube channel, so we do all the covers.
Yeah,
and
that
they
is
also
true.
Check
think
out their
about
YouTube
time.
channel. Seriously, they do amazing work.
yeah, that's why we post the episodes on my
Yeah,
channel and
yeah.
Fireart's channel.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say that's the hardest part about maintaining it.
mhm.
Next question.
Question. Chicken Soup asks, what made you decide to title the fic the way you did? Yeah, so I actually have a very specific answer for that. So for those who don't know, Amalgamate is actually an Undertale reference. And those who have played Undertale sometimes ask me so is this an Undertale reference? It is. Because it thematically perfectly fit what I wanted the fic to be about, because I don't want to spoil too much with Undertale, but the best way I could put it is there's a thing in Undertale where if certain monsters are too determined, they can basically melt into each other and amalgamate into these new monstrosities,
Amalgamations.
yeah, and they're called the amalgamates in Undertale. And so the idea is they're so determined, they're too determined to die.
Too determined to die?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What did you say that?
Yeah, so because they're too determined to die, they kind of gain immortality and become super powerful together. But at what cost? They're still they seem to be kind of suffering and stuff. So it just was so thematically perfect, because I just loved the idea of two people too determined to die, finding strength together by amalgamating, but also a little at what cost. So yeah,
Strike 9 poison.
yeah.
Kokichi, are you okay over there?
So it was such a fitting word. So and I liked how it just had a bit of a punch to it as a one-word title. So okay, Kokichi just died over here.
Kokichi!
Did a Family Guy fall over here?
Okay,
I'm gonna use my magic to revive him, and there you go, the mana spell how it should work. I have to post
You
all
just-
my mana. Like
It's
you
fine
should
now.
be safe now. You're fine now. Also, I gave you an Okosan earlier. Where's he?
Oh yeah, where's Okosan?
Where's
We have
Okosan?
Okosan here.
Okosan. Yeah, we got like a little Okosan. It's actually mine, and which is very fitting because like Himiko and Okosan is a thing. Like like it's her dove. Like yeah.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have Okosan?
Yes, there he is.
Yeah,
There he
there he is. Okay.
Grab this
Yeah.
little fellow.
Yeah.
Over here, Billy.
Yeah, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna present Okosan to you.
Maybe you'll feel better after the Okosan comfort. And that works.
There we go.
Does it help? Does it help at all?
Yeah,
Pet the
it does.
Okosan.
Yeah.
Love the
Okay.
This pigeon certainly does. Not
Yeah.
lying.
And they're not lying.
Yeah, it was kind of funny at the convention. I was like standing there holding the Okosan just like randomly in the entranceway, and like these like cosplayers walk by, and one of them just goes, "Pigeon." And I'm just like standing there as like Junko with a pigeon, like, yeah. Pigeon.
Certainly, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, let me see what the next question is.
is.
Might have to scroll a little here. Hope I'm not like flashing the camera. Insanity Ivy says, I have a question. Have you guys drank any water lately? I feel like we're being called out.
I just drank before the panel, and now I want to drink again. Actually.
I haven't
Actually,
had.
let me guess.
I haven't had any.
Oh.
I
Does
got
this
some.
count? Does Grape Crush count?
Yes.
You brought Grape Crush, you troll.
Despair.
Why did you bring Grape Crush?
Of course,
you troll?
Tsumugi has the Grape Crush.
Of course, Samuki.
So cruel.
That was so mean. Why did you do that?
I will admit I have not been hydrating as well as I should, but I'm going to, I promise. I was drinking like a cup of water as we were like leaving the event though. So let's see what else is there. Tori's is a good question. Jay probably has it. I'd be called out. The shade. Oh, here's the one I saw originally. Yeah, Sideblog asks if you can remember what are your guys' favorite lines from the audio project. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's tricky.
All right, let me think. For Himiko, my favorite line is no. Because we got memed so much. Here's a story. I was editing the audio project with Fire, and I don't remember what we were saying. We were talking about something, and then we were like, "Okay, let's place the next line." We talk about something, and she plays it.
No.
And I'm just like, Himiko, how dare you refute whatever the frick we were just saying?
But I like to do that a lot.
No.
It's like just some line that's like yes or no, like any answer. And I just randomly clicked onto something she's saying.
It's so mean, but now it's like one of my favorites, and I don't know, it's just very funny, and I love all the other lines where she's like getting all emotional too. I never get the chance to like cry in voice acting very often, so I'm like,
I was asked to, okay? I was asked to bring the crossbow to the hangar. It wasn't my idea. Please believe me.
it's like it's so fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ivan?
So sad.
It's something you guys haven't heard yet. It is the two truths and a lie monologue.
Oh,
yeah. Yes.
Probably the most memorable out of the stuff that I've done, because some of the stuff that I'm hearing, especially like now, I don't remember me recording that. I legit don't, so it just hits me in my here and like here. It just hits me there.
Oh.
I'm like,
Kokichi, stop dying.
Every iteration of him
till
is
I
dying.
Coming loud, instead of cry. What about you, Fire? Any lines you remember instead of unfathomable?
But I was thinking of that because I'm so bad at remembering the script. There's so much narration going on in the script.
Not bad.
We got 4 pages of nothing but narration and one part of the
It's
script.
true. It's
Yeah.
true. That happens. It takes a while to record. But no, I can't really say that there's like one line There's like more bloopers where I'm like, I can definitely remember those.
We remember so many people's bloopers. It's kind
Oh
of
my
funny.
God,
Like
yeah.
we
So
love to
good.
release some of them to you guys soon.
I mean, some of them are already out.
Yeah, we got like
Yeah,
the
I'll
chapter
check
2
those
ones out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not my character for being honest, Himiko. It's like
It's been a long day, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've
Long
been,
con day.
yeah, because we've been doing the Momocon Friday, Saturday, all day today.
and
like-
now it's Sunday.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
and we're doing it tomorrow too. So.
So it's your line unfathomable.
Unfathomable despair.
Yes.
Okay. Next question.
Let's see. Oh, Wither asked Jamie, "How are you feeling about being fandom famous?"
Yeah, Jamie, how are you feeling about being fandom famous?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Like you know,
am
like,
I?
you are actually famous, but like, how does it feel?
Oh, I mean that's my mindset always. I was like, fandom famous? Are you sure? Like, I don't know. I guess like I usually don't think of it that way until like random things happen, and then like I'm like, oh, like kind of like yesterday when like Amalgamate fans would run up to me and be like, oh my god, wait, are you the author of Amalgamate? And I'm like, wait, am I like fandom famous or something? Like, it's just I don't know. It's really surreal because I mean at the end of the day, like I'm just like a normal person. So like when I started the Discord server, for example, like one of my biggest fears was that like I wouldn't be able to just be like a normal part of it. Like maybe people would like be kind of like weird about me being around. Like I kept envisioning like I would say something and everyone would just like scatter like birds. Like
Birds.
yeah, just like a flock. Like,
It's a bird. It's the bird.
So yeah, I just yeah, I mean, I guess I just always wanted to like kind of be a part of the Amalgamate fan base, even though I'm the author. As strange as that sounds,
You're a fan
like,
of your own work. Why not?
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like that's why like I reply to like every comment pretty much, and like yeah, it's like
cool.
I just love being like a part of it, and so I guess that's why it like surprises me sometimes like when like people are like, oh, you're like fandom famous, and it's like I'm like yeah, like I guess because like in my mind like I'm just like hanging out with everybody, like just being normal, and then but yeah, like I don't know I do appreciate all of it though so much. Like when Amalgamate hit like 100,000 hits, like I had like an existential crisis in a good way. I was just like, what? So yeah, like it's like I think on AO3 like Amalgamate has like I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's definitely like near the top of like most read V3 fics of all time. Which, given that like obviously the fandom is like smaller now than it was like when like the first fics were coming out and blowing up, that's like just wild to me. But yeah, I just really like grateful, I guess, and appreciate all of it. Like I was like a very different person when Amalgamate started. Like I don't know, I was like still like in that weird little hole that I crawled into where I disappeared from AO3 and stuff, and so I was like,
We brought you back.
yeah, I was like kind of a non-entity. I remember. Yeah, like
just like exists in the
yeah, even like making like the server or like things like that, like I had to be like talked into a lot of it where it's like, oh, you should like do stuff that like involves people and you're with the people, and I was like yeah, like okay, like I was just like super shy, and I don't know, like I guess I just couldn't have fathomed that like now, because like the fan base has been so like nice and like encouraging and everything, like I'm like live streaming, like the me like a few years ago would be like I would never I would never like show my face like live like that and stuff, and it's like yeah, now I'm sitting here like an elaborate Junko cosplay like live streaming. So it's like it's been a surreal journey, but like in a good way. Like I feel like whatever this fandom fame thing is, like it was a very positive change for me, because yeah, I was just sort of a very isolated, silent person at the beginning of all this, so that's been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Coming out of
Yeah.
yourself.
You're coming out of my
Yeah, you
shell.
did great. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what's our next question.
Yeah, what's our next one? Let's see. Sorry, I'm like a really slow reader. So, so someone wants you to know that you're very funny, Ivan. I would say 820 Fluffy wants you to know that.
You're a very funny person.
Yeah.
Apparently. Got a compliment.
Wither asks, if you were to go back in time and write Amalgamate from the start again, what would you change or adjust? Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Is there anything I would change or adjust?
Delete the mono cups. Kidding, don't do that.
I tried to make them funny at least.
You did, actually. You succeeded. I remember, actually, this was like way before we chapter 10, the mono cups appeared even came out. I was like, Jamie, are you even going to bring them back? He was like, maybe?
Yeah.
You bastards.
Yeah. I knew I needed them for plot stuff like way later, but we were still at the point where like I didn't want to spoil anything even for you. So when you asked that, I was like, oh, because like I knew already at that point that like Kokichi needed all the like mono cups and the exosols back for like the later plans and stuff. So I was just like, I mean, maybe I'll bring them back. Like I'm not gonna answer definitively yet because I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe.
Yeah, well, what would you change if you could?
Yeah, that's a tough one because like I feel like there are things I'm just trying to remember what those things exactly would be. I mean, I do think like by writing in some of the earlier chapters is like a little like you could kind of tell that like I was rusty, I guess. So
What are
like
you talking about?
I don't know. I guess like when I reread the earlier chapters, like compared to the later ones, like I think that's why like, they were shorter and like
They were normal length.
They were normal length.
length.
Normal.
They were normal.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like maybe just because I know I was rusty, like I can kind of see it.
You're just hard on yourself because everyone's their own worst critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely never rewrite them. Like I do kind of have a policy about that. Like I know a lot of authors do that, and it's like totally fine to go back and like edit or some people even just re-upload their stories edited. But I made a personal decision when Amalgamate started that like no matter what happened, I wasn't gonna change anything once something was posted.
Except I had to tell you got the time wrong.
Yes, yeah. There's been a couple times where I fixed like typos and things like that, or like when I actually swapped the two times with the morning announcements and the like late announcements and stuff. So yeah, like other than that, like I never change anything, which I think is why I'm always like kind of freaking out on the day of posting stuff because I have this like mental thing of like this is it, like for real, like once I hit that button, like that, like I can't edit from now on, like other than like typos and stuff.
You're doing this to yourself.
Yeah, it's like I know it's like ridiculous. I don't know why I started doing that, but I at the same time I know there are definitely things like I would change, and I'm trying to remember because I feel like I talked about this once, and I'm trying to remember like what I discussed, but I don't know. I mean, I think, well, hindsight makes it interesting because, like, I think there's some stuff where I might have thought, like, maybe I should change that. But, like, now that we're, like, at the end, I'm like, no, actually, I feel like that worked out the way it should have.
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
George Lucas
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
Just works.
I'll make a Red Letter Media reference then. I'm vomiting in stanzas. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like think on that one actually a little bit. Maybe I'll come back to that one later.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I do have some answers to that, and I know where to find Wither, so I can message them if I think of
I
something
think I saw a
later.
question earlier. It was like, Ivan, how do you get into character?
Yeah. Okay,
That's a
let's-
good one. Yeah.
Actually, let's go with that. Ivan, how do you get into character?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing about that question is I don't know. It just happens.
Oh.
I just slip Kokichi on like a skin.
Scrolling.
It's like when I do like any character I like do, even if it's like, I mean, if it's like a character that's like an OC or like someone that's like not from anything pre-existing, I have to like really think about it. With Kokichi, like the character like Kokichi or Angel Dust or Alistair or Nagito, like it's already there. Like I already understand the character well enough, so I just have to like force my consciousness into that skin suit and just do it and farm it.
Mental
And-
cosplay.
Yeah, and have some I don't know, balls and well,
I'm sorry.
no, way I said it was weird. Not that I have to have some balls, I have to go balls out.
You made it weird.
Big Saijima from Yakuza 4, gotta go balls out.
I was gonna ask
We
this.
ballin'.
I was gonna ask this for the sake of anyone watching who might want to hear it. Can you show them what your Nagito sounds like?
Oh,
I've never.
I mean, you can heard it. I mean,
You can.
I'll do it here, but just for a better example, you can go on like Fluffy's channel because I did do a fan fiction reading. Hajime, you look well, Hajime. So healthy, Hajime.
Nagito tries to flirt, and that's the result.
Yeah.
It was not effective.
No, that's not right.
Well, yeah, because he'd just be like, what are you talking about?
Wait, that was your Hajime? That sounded pretty accurate. Actually. Wait. Try that one.
No, that's wrong.
Woo! Great, yeah. Okay, good job. That was great.
Honestly, in the recordings, it always seems like if you want to get into Kokichi, you always just do his laugh.
Yeah,
I
in recordings, whenever he wants to get into Kokichi, he's like,
Well, yeah, because it grounds my voice.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
it's like it's his thing. It's his catchphrase. Like anytime I want to go into that voice, and my head is like my brain is like, yeah, it sounds good. I go Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, Kokichi, what's funny?
What's funny?
You were laughing, so what's funny about it? What's going on that's funny?
I don't have to tell you.
Why do you not want to tell me? I didn't do anything to you. You don't have to be mean.
Oh.
What you say? You're the one making me say go.
These two
Aw,
love
why
to
do you do
pick
that?
up with the voices. It's happening
Now
all
you're
the
just
time.
making more evil laughs. Now you're just making more evil laughs. I'm trying to be nice to you.
You're making me laugh right now, Himiko.
I'm not doing. What are you? I'm not doing anything to make you laugh. I don't know what you're talking about. Why is he laughing at me? I don't understand anymore. This is such a pain. I'm done.
I'm looking over the questions here.
Yeah.
Got another one from Wither. I know I ask a lot about this, but how is the potential of Amalgamate getting a physical copy doing right now?
all right.
What?
So, what do you think? Make it into a book.
Yeah, so I always tread lightly with this one because it's like, you don't want to say anything that could like get you in trouble, but because it's like a bit of a gray area as far as
Do like a fancy
fiction
kind
stuff
of thing,
goes.
like fancy.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I actually have a ton of experience with making books. Like, my day job is like I'm a indie comic creator, so like I've literally gone through the whole process like several times of like literally like making and self-publishing like books, like paperbacks, single issues, hardcovers. So I already have like printers that I know that I can email and go to. Like I have a storage place for it that I already have like rented that hosts like books with me. Like it's an interesting situation where like if any fic would have someone writing it who is qualified to make that fic into a book, I would be that person. I literally know how to do that. So the answer I would give is like I would definitely like to, like, for like maybe legal reasons, I'm not gonna say anything definitively just yet, but like I mean I definitely would like to.
I think it's definitely possible. I mean, fancy
Yeah.
stuff exists.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah, and if I did, like, of course, I'd love to like make it something special, like maybe like have like new art in it or something, like
Signed
some side
copies.
stories. Yeah,
Signed
signed
copies.
copies. Yeah, like I would definitely make sure like it was like not just like a printed copy of it, but like something like actually like really like special. So I've definitely been thinking about it. I will say that. Like it's a
We can
very,
pitch in.
very real possibility.
We could totally pitch in if you need
Yeah.
help.
It would be really cool.
Yeah.
Fire does art for it. That would be cool.
Yeah. Like I don't think I could like legally like go through like Kickstarter and stuff. But it's
Yeah.
like I've done crowdfunding many times. I know how to do that kind of thing. I just did one back in September. So yeah, like
I mean, I've seen a lot of
actually-
Kickstarters about fan merch, so you know. Like,
yeah. I'm like strangely enough I'm uniquely qualified to turn Amalgamate into a book, so it's very, very likely. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
very, very likely.
It would basically just be me doing my day job, except with a fix. So
Time to draw more art
Yeah.
and start the promotional post. So we
Yep.
just go like draft one right now. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna just go back to my hotel room and just do that immediately.
I'm
Yeah, let's see what other questions we got here. Well, we got Fluffy here. What is your favorite chapter of Amalgamate to write? Y'all are asking the hard-hitting questions here. Favorite one to write? Oh boy.
It is 9:21.
Oh boy, because it's like each chapter had different things about it, like, and some of the answers are probably sound bad. Like this one had the most amount of misery. No, that's not true.
I mean, that's a valid reason.
Yeah. I guess like maybe it's like I'm biased because of like it was so recent, so it's like fresh in my memory. But like I really, really love writing chapter 19. I think like the feeling of like finishing the trial, like everything coming together, and like I had been working on that plan for so long. Like I had known for I can't even tell you. I mean, there's like DMs with the person who was beta reading for a while where I was discussing the plan. Yeah, JK.
Yeah.
From like probably like 2 years ago, where like I was like talking about like the ideas that I had. I was like, then the rocket ship, and then like the dome, and like so like just getting to finally do all of that was like so surreal. Like I had been envisioning that final scene with like Kaito and Kokichi, like y'all know the one I'm talking about, like after the dome fell. I'd been envisioning that for like basically since like day one, and I never knew if I'd get there. I remember like when Amalgamate first started, I was like unsure of how far it would go because I was still in that hole of like I wasn't even writing fan fiction anymore, and this was such a strange thing for me to do, to post something. So I remember thinking like I'd love to at least get through chapter 5 and pull my little evil stunt there. Then, you know, of course I'd love to continue, but like I don't know what's gonna happen from here on out. And then after I posted chapter 5, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stop for anything. But I had, even back then when I wasn't sure, like I was still like envisioning like that final scene at the end of chapter 19. So it's like getting to write it was like really cool. Which I feel bad saying that because that scene is just like the saddest thing ever. It's like just pure emotional destruction.
I mean, if you're an author and you don't make your audience cry, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
You gotta make them feel something.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with actors. Like when we edit the audio project, I told Fire, I was like, look, you see this scene over here? We gotta make them cry about it. It's like, yeah,
Mission accomplished.
I'm gonna find the saddest music possible. I'm gonna take the most emotional takes. I'm gonna space this out just right until you can really feel the impact. I'm going to make this. We can make them cry. It sounds so evil because like it's not like I want you guys to be sad, but you know, as a creator, it's like you need to. I'm gonna get you to feel something.
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the intended feeling. You have to like, execute that. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta make the audience like at least connect with the characters.
Yeah, definitely.
But otherwise,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you connecting to?
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's why I think it makes sense that you like that scene. Because like here's the scene that really makes your heart go.
Yeah.
Like everything goes up to it too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The
it was such a
culmination.
big moment.
Yeah, like everything had been leading to that like exact moment, and I'd known it was coming for so long, and it was like finally getting there.
I already
You
have.
were trying to keep quiet for so long too.
I was, yeah. I remember like
I guessed about the rocket, like just.
Yeah. Actually, kind of funny story about that. You sent me some chocolates that were in these little boxes, and one of them had a rocket ship on it, and I wanted so badly to say something, but I was still like in the place where I was like, even Melody and Fire. I don't want to give them any spoilers.
But you
like,
did tell me, you were like,
Yeah.
what was a rocket? Like Kaito reference. And
Yeah,
I was
so-
like, oh, cool, Kaito reference.
Yeah, I phrased it as like, oh, I'm just referencing the execution. That's the only reason I'm excited. But like in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to bring this up later and be like, there's so much more to this.
Well, this
Like-
is the first I'm hearing of this, so that is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I've been meaning to bring it up of like, by the way, that thing with the chocolates like was actually, I still have the box. I actually
You
kept
the
it.
box?
Yeah, I still
Oh
have
my
it.
God.
I wish I had it with me right now.
Should have brought it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been waiting for that scene for so long. Here's our trying to like keep up here.
Also, it's like 9:25. We
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
would keep it going for longer. I mean, we're gonna do like 1 hour, but like
Yeah.
this is
We'll
kinda
try to
fun. So we could get it like at least get through maybe what do you say, like hour 10, hour 15.
Mhm.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, we can try to kind of speed run through some questions.
Okay, so let's speed
Yeah.
run. Okay, let's speed run. through.
Lightning round.
Okay, let's get.
Well, this next one's for you, Ivan.
Oh.
This one's from Fluffy again. How do you get into character when you record your lines, Ivan?
I
I thought I already
We
asked
already
that.
have-
You didn't ask that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought I already answered that question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot we already did that one.
Okay. Next.
We were all like
question.
half asleep here.
No, I'm not.
you fell asleep earlier.
I did, but like I woke up, so I'm not anymore.
You got your power nap in.
Yeah, I got that.
You went.
Let's see here.
What is it?
Ooh, what is your favorite fan art of Amalgamate? But
Ooh.
I love all of it though.
Oh, favorite fan art.
I love all of it.
Same problem. Yeah, they're all just good.
Yeah,
And I'm
they're
not
really,
just
really
saying
good
that.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
my
a
gosh.
ton of good.
Yeah, I'm not just saying that. Like every time someone sends me fan art, it's like the best day ever.
I see, like, I go like on Twitter or somewhere, and it's like, oh, and someone's like, I drew this for Amalgamate. I'm like, I don't know if Jamie has seen this or not, but Jamie see this.
Yeah, I love when that happens where like other people too, like, they'll be sending me things like, did you see this like Amalgamate fan art on Tumblr? And I'm like, I haven't. Wait, what? Like, it's just yeah, it always
Some of
makes
them
my
are crazy
day.
elaborate too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember one that's like it's like Undertale inspired. and
Yeah, I was
it's got,
gonna
like, the
talk about that
UI and
one.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, there was like I think that was actually J Kitty who used to beta read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
even made
Yeah,
gifs.
it
There was
was.
like a
Yeah.
gift version of
I
it.
have
Yeah.
this on my John.
I
Yeah.
have too.
Yeah, that one's amazing. Yeah,
The
some of
fact
them
that
like,
there's even like animation and stuff. It's
yeah.
really cool.
Some of the art like that like Dolly Flu has done recently is so elaborate. Like
Yeah.
it's like incredible. I had one of them is actually still up my phone background right now. So Dolly Flu, if you're watching. But no, genuinely, like I'm not just saying it like I love all the fan art so much. Like it just like it's the best thing ever to me every time. Let's see what else have we got here. Hope I don't miss anything. I'm a very slow reader, so like I
Take your time.
yeah.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh, how was it like researching about all the medical stuff in Amalgamate?
Didn't you say
Um,
like the FBI has you cornered?
Yes. I always joke that like between like my comic art, which is like a lot of like really dark stuff, and like also Amalgamate, like I must be on so many watch lists. I can't even imagine. Like me looking up like references for things, just like the most hideous like search terms.
How does poison work?
Yeah, like I have to search stuff like that all the time, and it's like you just know like the FBI is watching me like, what is going on with this person? Like what is she plotting?
You want to know too much about poison,
Yeah.
survival, like
Yeah.
people dying and attacks and stuff.
The interesting thing about the research is like Amalgamate actually wouldn't have happened without that happening first. Because I remember like when I had the sudden like thought in my head of like, wait, like what if there was just a way to wait out the poison? I was like, I know like it's based on like strychnine, obviously is like referencing strychnine, which was actually like I knew about strychnine. Like I don't know why, but like I mean it was like a poison. Like I think I just
smart.
You're just smart. You know.
no, I think I'd like probably come across it in like books or documentaries or something. And so I was like, no, wait, like I feel like in my recollection, strychnine doesn't like kill you in like an hour or something. So it's like I have this like epiphany, like this idea for a fic, but it's not gonna work if I don't research this poison and actually know for a fact that it would work. And so I did like a ton of research on strychnine, which was very messy because I mean it seems like you get a lot of mixed answers because it's kind of a complicated poison with a lot of variables. But definitely like I read up on some cases where it's like yeah, like if somebody like gets medical help within this amount of time, like they recover and stuff. And that was what was really interesting about strychnine is that like people who like got treated in time had like no lasting effects, which considering how like it's considered one of those painful poisons on planet Earth, like that was like so wild to me. Like people couldn't actually like fully recover from strychnine, and that like further emboldened me though of like, yeah, wait, this fic idea
could work.
Yeah. I was like just I kept researching because I was so excited. Like it's like it was morbid, but I was like more and more being like, wait, I could maybe actually do this. Like if they just wait it out during the trial and get to an antidote, like we could actually save Kaito and Kokichi. And then actually kind of a funny story, but like I wasn't sure though about the whole like, you know, will the antidotes get replenished thing. But I was like pretty sure I remembered that being a thing. And so my roommates were playing V3 and I was kind of using it secretly to like research for the fic, like rewatching everything. And when they got to the part like in Shuichi's lab where he was like, I think it was Maki said like we should just throw out all the poisons before anyone can use them. And then Shuichi was like, no, Monokuma would just replace them like in the morning. And like my roommates had no idea why, but I just suddenly went like, I knew it, like at the TV. I was like, yes, that right there. And my roommates were just like, what the hell? Because in my head I was like, that's it, the fic is happening. I was like, I've got all the research. I've just confirmed that the antidotes get replaced. We're making the fic happen. So that was exciting. But yeah, I will say like a lot of the medical research was, but really like, I mean, it's actually really hard on me. I hate to say it. Like, I don't stomach some of that super well, especially when I'm picturing it being like Kokichi and stuff. Like, I'm kind of a softie. So
she is such a softie.
Yeah.
She ain't scary at all.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
Like, I'm people think I'm like, oh, she must be like so hard on Kokichi. Like, you know, like you must be able to stomach it so much. It's like, not really, actually. Like, I always say, like, if it hurts y'all, it hurt me just as much before it was posted. So, yeah.
Let's notice how funny that must have looked because, like, Himiko just gave Junko a hug.
Yeah. I'm not as much despair as you'd think.
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
53rd.
Let's see if we got any more questions.
By the way, just so you know, I do not have Himiko's hat, so that's what it is. Or the hairpin. I don't know where my hairpin went.
So, someone asked, why is Kokichi awkwardly stroking the bird? Yeah, I've been.
Because I'm just petting it.
Okosan likes
My
being
bird.
pet. It's okay.
It's your bird. No, it's my bird. Excuse you. I lent him to you.
I thought you gave him to me.
No, he's your comfort. He's your comfort bird. That's true. But I did say you could have him, and he was in my lab. So
Toss that bird
Yeah,
like
so-
bread.
don't toss my bird. Please don't do that.
Several people being like, toss that bird.
Please don't toss my bird.
Yeah,
please.
I legit got comments about that. People asking you to toss it to the
No,
camera.
don't throw the bird.
Throw him like
Oh,
a-
actually,
Throw my bird. That is so mean. Please don't throw my bird.
we have a good question here from Two Mice. What do y'all plan on doing for the side characters that don't have VAs?
We will cast either like Vs that already like it depends on the side character because like we will definitely be doing like all the V3 characters. For me, like I'm planning to definitely cast all of the V3 characters because they all show up in flashbacks.
Yes.
And including kid versions of the V3
Yes.
characters. So we'll cast that. As for like extra characters, we've only like one line, like maybe some random dice member.
Or Kaito's grandma or something.
It depends because like it depends on the character. If we as a cast can like do that one line and it sounds believable and it sounds like it's something we can actually just pull off, we'll do it. If we really can't, if no one can do grandma voice, we will host like a mini casting call where like basically what we're gonna do is put the actual line that we want you to say as the audition line, and we'll pick the best one
And just take
take that. We'll
Yeah.
use that take, and that's it. That's what we're gonna do. Like for very very tiny lines. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Oh, we're also gonna cast the mono cups, of course.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
and Junko. We need a Junko. Yeah, we need Junko.
We do need Junko.
And of course, when it gets to the point, there is like this fun thing actually that we're doing. There is there's a scene in chapter 18, I believe, where everyone started, like the public started having comments coming in from the public.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, if you're an Amalgamate fan, please, if you want to be in the project, here's your chance. Record yourself saying one of the comments or just any comment at all, like to encourage the cast or whatever, any reaction to what's happening in Amalgamate, like just a quick sentence. You don't have to be a professional voice actor. Your voice won't be singled out. It will just be like part of the crowd of comments coming in. That's what we're gonna do for that. Like, because those aren't even like characters; they're just like words. So like, if you got and Jamie, you said that those comments were partially inspired by Amalgamate fans.
Yeah. Like there were some exceptions because some of them had to be like specific to the chapter and what was happening, but a lot of those comments were like some of them were almost like word for word like things that actual Amalgamate fans had said. And yeah, a lot of them were like inspired by or based on things Amalgamate fans had said, and they came from various places. Like some of them came from AO3 comments, Discord server comments, like comments I'd gotten on like YouTube videos and things. So yeah, I'm always lurking, I'm always watching.
Yeah, and we are too, because we're
Yeah.
like we're doing this thing where there's a Google Drive folder. We can link it in this description later. I will send it to Jamie because I still have it. I think
We still have it.
Yeah, we will send it, and you can submit any Amalgamate comment that you want to be said, like flashed across the screen to the V3 cast. Like if you want to say anything to the characters, you can do this, or Kokichi don't die, or anything you want, like just say something, and that's what we're gonna do for that. I think that'll be really fun to engage the Amalgamate fans too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and there's no like deadline because chapter 18 is.
It's gonna take a while.
Chapter
Yeah.
18 is ages
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So yeah, like do it whenever, seriously. And the more the merrier. There's no limit.
Yeah. Let's see. I think we're getting close to the end of the questions. So
All
Right,
right.
we'll just get to the end then, and then we'll end the panel.
more stuff about throwing the bird.
Please do not throw my bird! Actually, like,
Um,
normally Himiko is, like, so quiet and, like, he doesn't care. But you threaten my doves, and you're going to regret it, I swear. You know, there's that one scene in chapter 15, I think, where Monosuke tried to kill my doves, and I'm going to wreck his life. I swear. Like, I'm gonna, like, use my magic. He's gonna, like, disappear. I'm going to use my every single time you try to get out of bed, you just fall right into it and sleep for the next day. Spell. Like that. I'm gonna hit him with that. He's never gonna be able to get out again. Like, just always, every day he wakes up, he's gonna fall back asleep. That's cursed now. I'm gonna curse him with that. And if you throw my bird, I will hit you with it. Every time you lie, you have you don't have dinner for a whole week spell. You can't do that anymore.
Man.
So don't throw my bird. Don't throw my bird.
Sean.
Oh, you like?
Baby bird.
No, he's not a baby. He's a fully grown bird.
I love the drama here.
He's not a baby.
It's like having our own like mono cubs drama
I mean,
playing
I
out.
get it, but like, okay, look, fine. If you want him, you can have him, but like, don't throw him. That's the only deal. Okay.
I think someone asked earlier about using the audio project for Gacha React videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if you want to use it for anything,
Yeah.
just use it.
Just go for it.
Go for it. No restrictions. Just do it.
And maybe send it to us.
Yeah, please.
We
We
want
want
to
to
see
see.
it.
We want to
Don't
see.
just do it in secret.
Yeah, no, we want to see it. Like just do it. And like if you want to use the audio project for anything, just do it, please. We'd love to see your work.
Sorry, I saw one question. I just want to see if there's any others before I answer it. There might be a few. Well, Fluffy asked what was the saddest scene to write in Amalgamate, and that was extremely difficult because wow, there's so many. Well, I mean, I think it's either well, I guess it's like a personal thing. I'm gonna pick two scenes here, but like just on a personal level, I would say Kokichi being forced to drink the antidote in chapter 6. I don't know what it is about that, but I struggled to write that on an extremely critical level.
It's brutal.
It is brutal.
Yeah.
It is brutal, but we had no choice, and it hurt.
Yeah, I had a very unpleasant time writing that. Genuinely, it was not. Yeah, it was. And anytime I've reread the fic, which I've had to do a few times, like, yeah, anytime I get to that part again, I'm like, I don't want to read this again.
You need to like read it for the one shot.
Yeah. I've had to. Yeah, I had to go through some of those parts again too, where I was like,
we're
this is so depressing.
We're getting to episode 6 soon too.
Yeah.
Like just one more, and then we're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, we might split episode 5 into 2 parts. It's another thing we might tell you guys like at some point, but we might.
Yeah,
the chapters are getting longer, and we might split them. So like, we won't have 21 amalgamate, 21, 22. We won't have that number of amalgamate episodes. We might have like 40, probably 40.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But that means more content for you guys.
Yeah.
But also, I will just add in that chapter 19, though, that ending was the other scene I would pick because, like, I feel like that's obvious. Like, that is just objectively the most depressing thing that could have, like, ever happened. So, let's see if there's any more. How y'all resting in those hotels?
We come back to sleep and then we leave after we wake up. That's how we do it. And I have not had a proper night's sleep in a few days, but I haven't been neglecting it either. Like I've had a manageable amount of sleep. Not perfect, not the worst. Just enough to survive.
Yeah. I will say, like, this like jewel makeup that I do takes a really, really long time. So yeah, so far I drove 14 hours to get here, and that was on like no sleep, and then I barely got any sleep that night because I had to get up so early.
Yourself to everyone, like,
yeah.
I do not sleep.
I basically never sleep. That's just in general.
We're trying to get her to sleep. This is an intervention.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, we're all doing the best we can, but it's a lot of just like getting up super early and then being at the show. Like, because even when after the show floor ends, like there's still more things going on all night. So
the con like has activities going up to like 2:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I actually stayed up for one of those panels. Like, why did they have to do that at that time? I mean, like I loved it, but why?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Like a Dragon panel that I saw, and I wanted to go, but it's at like 2:30 a.m. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ended up just like screwing it. I was like, winging it. I'm going for that one at 2:30, and I did. And I think I slept in the next day by accident.
You did. But that's understandable.
This thing keeps like skipping. Just see if there's like any questions I missed. But yeah, like just in general, like we're all like, if we all seem a little off, like we're just so tired.
Guys, I'm on the verge of like actually being
Yeah.
Himiko and being like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm gonna check to see if there's anything I missed, because I know like we all probably want to like probably start heading to bed. Let's see. I think that's all.
All
If
right.
I hope I didn't miss anything. I will say to everyone in the chat, like I'm gonna go back and reread everything. So I mean, if you said anything bad, be afraid.
if we miss any
Yeah.
any questions, we can answer them in our Discord server. We are always open to chat. Like, we're not just here like, hey guys, we're gonna talk to you about this panel, like blah blah blah, and then later it's like, okay, you'll never see us again.
Yeah, and I'll probably like if I see anything that I missed, like I can comment also on this video, since like the stream is gonna stay up and answer.
Yeah, so like if your question never got answered, check back in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be answered.
Yeah. And I also just want to say that I saw a lot of really, really nice and sweet comments that I just didn't have time to respond to. But y'all are like really sweet and really nice.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got more people than I thought. We got more questions than I thought we were gonna get. Too.
Yeah.
Like it was
We're
amazing.
so grateful. Like so many of you showed up.
Yeah,
thank you so
much. And it's gonna remain up forever. So like just watch it whenever. Show your friends. If any of your friends wanted to come and like they couldn't, like this stream will still be here. So send it to them. And yeah, thank you so much for coming to the very once in a lifetime Amalgamate panel at Momocon. We're all here. We're all in one place. Okay.
It's so wild.
Yeah, we're all amalgamating to make this happen.
cool.
It's amazing. It's so cool. Even Okosan's here. Look at that. Even Okosan's here. Woo!
Toss the bird. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Don't toss the bird.
Don't toss the bird.
No.
I know that. Like, you toss my bird. Actually, wait. Give me Okosan. I have something I want to do. You deserve.
I'm
You
the one that they
deserve.
trust the bird with. That's
You
impressive.
deserve it.
That's true. How many times have I promised nothing will ever happen to Okosan in the fic? So genuinely,
Yes.
you could trust me. Okosan will be okay.
Yeah. Well, except you're in a Junko cosplay, so you're less trustworthy
Yeah,
today.
I look
like
a little less trustworthy right now, but
But this is Jamie.
I cosplayed Kokichi on Friday.
Yeah, she actually did it. It looked really, really good.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
New Aruma tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm doing Celeste Lunenburg tomorrow.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yes, if you see like these characters, it might be one of us. I don't know. If you come to the con tomorrow, like say hi. We will still be here. So if you happen to be coming tomorrow, we will still be walking around. Look out for us. Yeah, we'll say hi to you. And don't be shy. We love talking to you guys. You guys are amazing.
I'm super awkward, but
We
you
met
can
a
still say hi.
Kokichi cosplayer yesterday who was an Amalgamate fan, and they were really sweet. It was amazing.
True.
Yeah, if you're watching this, I know you said your friend was following this whole thing for you. If you're watching this either now while it's live or later, hi! It's good to see you. Really good to see you. And you didn't get to meet them, Ivan, but here's our Kokichi VA. Yeah.
Jazz.
Hello.
Yeah. We're really glad you joined us, and thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good night. And you guys want to say goodbye? All right.
Good.
Goodbye. We love you guys. We love you.
Bye. Love you all.
Love you guys.
Great
Thank you for
vlog.
coming. This is great.
Bye.
Bye.
And gone.